Click the wizard in the upper left. Under template, click open, drop down to hanging 6 by 10. I chose the first hanging. Click OK. Click OK again. I don't want the design or the lettering, so I'm just selecting those and deleting them. I'm going to create a new page, and I'm going to go back to the wizard, click open, go to design your own parts, and grab the 1/4 inch seam. Click OK, click OK again, puts it on the page. It's selected, so I'm going to copy it, and I'm going to go back to that first page where I'm going to paste it. I'm going to rotate it. This is how I achieved the blue top and white bottom. Move it to where I want it to be. Now I'm going to change that quilting. I only want the quilting up at the top, so I'm going to grab the bottom, move it up to that top line there. Make sure that I have the shape tool selected. Then I'm going to start moving the node down. On this side, you see I have an extra node, so I'm just going to delete it, grab that other one, bring it down, right click, click line, and it makes it into a straight line. Do the same thing on the opposite side, move it down, right click, line, and now you can see it's a rectangle. I'm going to click on the quilting, go over in the upper right, drop down to advanced stippling, and then I'm going to use the drop down menu and go to small star. Click on it. I'm going to change the pattern length, which basically adjusts how big the star is, to 15, and hit apply. If I click the edit tool and grab that yellow line there, I can change the direction of the stars. I want them to be more at a 90-degree angle. Click outside the space, and now you see my stars are at 90 degrees. I wanted to add a design, so I went to the Designs catalog. Under Holidays and Seasons, choose Patriotic, drop down to that big star. Click OK, puts it on the screen. Thought it was a little big, so I went into the upper right to the transform, that's basically resize, and change the height to 2.75. Click apply. Now I'm going to do the lettering. Click the text tool along the top menu bar, then click in the design space. Choose whatever font you want. I chose Bejas, and then I typed in Land of the Free, hit enter, and typed in Home of the Brave. That will give me 2 separate lines. I think the lettering might be a little bit large, so I'm going to drop it down to 0.7. Under Normal, I'm going to click Circle and Apply. I want my lettering in a circle. If I choose that center node right there, you can see that I can bring the sides of the lettering down. I'm going to right click on the ruler at the top and center origin, which puts it in the center of the banner. Now I'm just going to resize it, get it to where how I like it to look. Once I have it, I make sure that the lettering and the star are both selected. Go to the top menu, center align, and that aligns those 2 parts. Then I can move it where I want it on the design. I wanted a little star, so I went to the Charms Designs, dropped down to Holidays and Seasons, Patriotic, and chose the little hat, just because I want that star. Over in the sequence window or on the design, you need to click Ungroup, because all I want is the star, so I'm going to delete the other parts, select them, delete them, and then now I have the star. Make sure you select it, move it over to where I want it. Then I'm going to go down to the color palette at the bottom, right click on a yellow color. While the star is selected, I'm going to hit copy, paste, put my star over on the other side. And you can align things and adjust things. At this point, I'm going to collapse everything on the sequence window, and the 2 placement lines that I used to create the top blue and the bottom white, they need to be under the placement, the first placement. If you notice, that line and the placement are the same color, so I'm just going to choose the placement, right click on a different color at the bottom, doesn't matter, just to change the color. Then I'm going to select the star and the lettering and those 2 smaller stars, move them up so that they stitch after that lettering on the blue, quilting on the blue part. I suggest you check the sequence before you save, Make sure everything is stitching in the correct order. Okay, it looks like everything is stitching correctly. At this time, you would need to go up to File, Save As. Make sure you save your C2S format so that you can come back and easily edit it. And then you can save your machine embroidery format. So let's say I don't like my lettering. I had the C2S format. I can come back, select it. I don't like how the placement is with those stars. I do have to select the text tool to work with that text. I'm going to spread it out just a little bit. Select it, move it exactly where I want it to be. I like how that looks better. So now I'm going to go back up to File and then save it as that C2S again and save it as my embroidery machine format.